Good morning there, Shield Wall Nation. This video is going to be why do preppers prepare? So before I even get into that, go down below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that little bell notification icon too so you are notified when videos go up when I put them up. Now, let's get into this. Now, that's really the age-old question when it comes to preparing. Few age-old questions is, if you're a prepper, why do you prepare? Well, that can be an hour-long video, but I'll sum it up as best I can. Most people really, what they prepare for is for their family and for their generation family, for their kids and then grandkids, right? But that's why we prepare. We don't prepare for just to do it, right? Now, it's for the well-being of our family because we don't want to see our family suffer. No one, just shouldn't say no one. Majority of people don't like to see their kids suffer, their wives suffer, their husbands suffer, their grandkids suffer, right? They want them in a SHTF or TEOTWAWKI or rule without law. We don't want to see them suffer. We want to be able to ease the transition from a comfortable situation to a very uncomfortable situation, and we want to ease that transition, right? We want to make it a little bit harder or a little bit easier, so when we finally get a little bit more stable and we're building up, making our community stronger, we're okay. But that time frame of a year or so of getting the crops cultivated and making sure they're growing nice and make sure we have a good system going on, that takes some time. So that's why we need to prepare. Now, put that aside of why we're preparing in that aspect is, what are we preparing from? You know, what are we making sure we're okay? What situation are we okay from? Well, there's plenty of them out there. You can go and watch Doomsday preppers, right? And they will say we're preparing for a total collapse of the economy. We're preparing for an EMP. We're preparing for a nuclear attack. We're preparing for a huge natural, or we're preparing for zombies, or we're preparing for this or that or this or that or this or that, right? There's so many things that we're preparing for. But you look at all those and you read all the videos, a majority of them have these same concepts, right? They're prepping food, water, they have some sort of shelter, they have a means to defend those things, right? Generally speaking, that's the what everyone is preparing for. Now, whether you're preparing for an economic collapse or a nuclear attack or some sort of enemy invasion, foreign invasion, it's still the same items. Now, if you watch the Doomsday Preppers, they have something called an X Factor, right? The thing that they stand up the most doing. And that's a plethora of things: underground bunker, a way to trade solar energy for other trades or whatever, skill sets that someone else has that you may need. You trade them to charge your batteries or whatever it may be. Water that you may trade, whatever it may be. That's their X factor. But what makes most of those different is how they obtain, store, generate these resources. And that's something that you may have to think about when you're preparing for this total collapse that you're preparing for. That's one reason why we're preparing, right? Another reason we may be preparing is the fact that we don't want to be a statistic. We want to keep away from everyone, defend what we got, and build a community, right? Sometimes we're preparing to build that community, whether it be your community, like your neighbors, right? Neighbors around you, or you get a group of friends or like-minded people that you've built this group and this mindset together, and you've picked all these people that, like, from different areas, and then say, hey, okay, we have the same mindset. We need to prepare for a horrible situation. So then you create this thing called a MAG, a mutual assistant group, and I will actually make a series of videos. There's a lot of information, and I'm slowly putting it together, but I'm going to make a series of videos that pertain to MAG, creating a MAG, sustaining a MAG, organizing a MAG, whatever it may be. I'm not in a MAG, nor have I ever done this. This is just the research I found interesting, knowledgeable, and practical. And I'm gathering all this information from everywhere, and I'm putting into, eventually I'm going to put out the video. So keep an eye out for that. Anyways, so we're preparing also for our group. People do it in different ways, right? They do their own thing, and then when something happens, okay, everyone, rally point. Everyone go to this location, whatever, and you go to that location with your supplies, right? You can be preparing that way as a group, or you can be preparing within your community. Like, hey, we're growing crops over here. Make sure you have your crops growing. This crop's growing. Oh, you got eggs? Okay, cool. Okay, so you're gonna take care of chickens. I'm gonna have a rabbit farm, harvesting the protein meat, right? Oh, you're gonna do goats, so we're gonna have goat meat and goat milk. Cool. Okay, that's a good idea. Oh, you got this? Good idea. Oh, you're gonna grow these vegetables? Well, I'm gonna grow these vegetables. Oh, you're growing that fruit? Cool, I'm gonna grow these fruits. So when an SHTF situation happens, rally, let's get together. Let's lock down our block. Let's lock down our neighborhood. Okay, cool. We got crops now. Oh, we also have supplies in each of the houses, right? So you organize, like, however you want to organize. Like I said, the video is going to come out. Hopefully I can start organizing it this weekend, and maybe start it not the next week but the following week. Is going to be quite a bit of information. But that's why we prepare. We prepare for our family. If you're a good human being, that's what you do, is take care of your family. I'm not saying if you're a man, you take care of your family. If you're a good human being, whether you're a mother, father, or your sister taking care of your siblings because your parents unfortunately and untimely passed away. If you're doing the same thing, if you're an aunt, taking care of your nephews, if you're grandparents, taking care of your grandchildren, if you're a decent person taking care of a family, that's something you'll be thinking about, right? And that's why you prepare, is for them. Another thing you prepare for is what the event is, but it's all the same thing. What's your X factor, right? How are you preparing? How are you sustaining? That's an important thing, is sustaining these resources. And also you're preparing in a collective, like I said, like a MAG, or your neighborhood, which, in your neighborhood, you can consider that a MAG as well. So, think about it. Think about when you're preparing, who you're preparing for, because that can motivate you to prepare more efficiently. That can get you to have because you may not have a spouse that helps you. It's unfortunate, but you may not have a spouse that helps you. They support you, but they don't help you financially, or go, hey babe, I'm going to take care of this. Okay, cool, I'm going to take care of this. And so then your preps get bigger. It may all financially fall on you. But if you have this mindset of it's for the family, which honestly it is, then they might actually get on board, right? Well, hopefully, at least. So keep that in mind. What are you preparing for? And have that motivate you to be successful in preparing. And hopefully you reach your goal of a month. Then you set your goal to 3 months of supplies. Then you set your goal to 6, and then 12, then 24 months, right? Anyways, I digress. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. And even before I sign off, I'm going to remind you once again only, fair warning, just kidding. But seriously, go down below, comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. And like I said, go down and comment. Tell me what you think. Why do you prepare if you do? If you don't, why would you prepare? Let's have a conversation. Help each other out. That's the whole thing that I'm trying to build with the Shield Wall Nation. I do my daily report so you can have that little bit of knowledge going on, because for a long time I just to the news, right? To the media. And then I started reading and I'm like, you know what? Really, I do need to be knowledgeable in this. I do need to understand what's going on. It's kind of like picking up a newspaper, read a few headlines, read the article underneath there. Cool, I know stuff. It's kind of like this. Nothing too in-depth. I'm not considering myself a news reporter, right? Anyways. So, this is why I'm building this channel. Is to help each other build that shield wall. And most importantly, this shield wall is to help protect those children that are kidnapped or even born into this disgusting and absolutely abysmal moneymaker, unfortunately, of child trafficking and child pedophilia and child sex slaves, and it's just freaking disgusting. It's not, pedophilia isn't a sexual orientation as they're trying to push. It's a disease. And if I see you talking to my kids in any way and trying to lure them in any way, and I hear the conversation from my kids of what you're trying to have with them, I will gladly go to prison knowing that ended your life. And I'm sure any parent would gladly go to prison ending that disgusting kind of human being's life. And we need to make it serious, right? We need to take this situation seriously. So please, go to hashtag Save Our Children. Not Save the Children. Apparently these perverts are using that hashtag now. So Save Our Children. And we got to do something. We have to build this shield wall around these kids and defend these kids. So definitely, we got to make sure our shield wall is up so we can protect those kids that can't defend themselves. So, do it, please. I'm begging you. Save these dang kids. Alrighty. You have a good day. Stay strong. Stay resilient. Shield wall